and welcome to this edition of the Time with Hime podcast. I'm your host, Lynn Cordes, joined by Mr. Hime, Superintendent of Lawton Public Schools, and a beautiful panel of guests.
Yes, we got our band majors. Or what,
Drum majors.
Drum majors. But they're
Is that what you would say? Drum majors?
Yes, they're the leaders of our bands at our high schools, and we're excited to have them on. You know, we try to get different groups. So it's like we had the football players on, and we have different athletes on, and sometimes band, for whatever reason, gets left out. But they do a great job. A lot of people, you know, when you talk to OSN, some of them, the people, they buy the ads because they want to watch the band. And one big shout out we had that kind of spurred this on is they all played together. So first, you guys introduce yourselves, your name, and what school you go to, and what instrument you play. And then we'll have another question.
Okay.
Want to start with Nick, since he's the only guy here? Let's start with Nick, since he's the only guy here.
My name is Nicholas Rosso, and I play percussion and trumpet. And this year I'm actually just playing trumpet mainly, but before I would play percussion a lot. And I go to MacArthur, one of the co-drum majors with Audrey.
Hi, I'm Audrey. I play flute and piccolo, and I go to MacArthur. Yeah.
I'm Jaden Jackson. I am the drum major at Eisenhower along with Mr. Marcos Aguilar, who is not here, but I play the trumpet and the French horn.
I'm Michaela Minty. I'm from Lawton High School. I'm also a drum major with Lauren Lee. She's also not here. And I primarily play the flute, but I also do play piccolo.
Awesome. Now, so we'll do this. We'll start over here with Michaela this time. Tell us what you really liked about the idea of everybody playing together.
Honestly, I think it was our first time doing it, and I think that was just a really cool idea. I kind of wish we did it since I'm a senior. I wish we did it earlier so we can kind of get to experience that. And I think it kind of we all, all the bands, we all just produced a whole nother sound that's just we've never really heard before because we've never really been all put together. And I think that was just a really cool experience, and I wish we could do it again.
Yes. I really liked the idea just in general. It was so much fun. I got to walk around and ask everybody. I think I asked them a question today. I asked them if they were ready for the game. It was fun meeting everybody from all the different schools. I just loved it. I think it was very good for my group of kids as well because they're more experienced. I have a lot of younger kids, so I think them playing with the other schools, I think it really benefited them as well.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool because I got to see people from other bands, and just to play together was definitely something to be celebrated. It was really cool, and figuring out different conducting styles together was so fun. So I definitely really enjoyed it.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun, playing in it and just hanging out with everyone else and just collaborating and coming together for just one big band performance. And it was just amazing.
So just in a short, we talk about this, and Lynn and I, we started talking when we do the podcast. Anytime we get students on, because we usually always bring them on from different high schools, the ideal, we are Lawton, we are one. We like to be and have our competitions, but everyone always talks about being one is also a lot of fun, and we need to do more things one. Do you guys kind of agree with that?
Yeah.
We should. Yeah, I can see that you guys really enjoyed. It's like we did it for us as adults because we got to see all of our bands out together. Forget us is what y'all think. You guys got to, and that's what school's really about. People, you guys don't hear me say this a lot, but I try to tell when I get around students, we have almost 14,000 students. That's how I work for 14,000 students. That's how I work for us, y'all, to try to provide those opportunities and steps. So we'll start with Jaden this time. Okay, Jaden, tell us how long you've been in band and what your favorite thing is about band.
Yes, I did the math. I've been in band for about 8 years, since the 5th grade. My favorite thing about band, I'm just going to go off of this year. This year, I'm in a very high leader role, I guess you could say. And my favorite thing about that is I just want to say just seeing them every day. Whether they're playing or not, just seeing them and just interacting with them. And I also love marching with them because I'm not on the field marching. I'm actually on the ladder, which is very different. But I get to go out there during rehearsal and march with them. And just, I guess it's like one big family. I don't really think it's more of the band aspect. It's just we're all together. We're all doing one thing that we just love to do. So I want to say maybe the social aspect
Michaela?
of band. I love that.
Yeah, I've also been in band for 8 years, since 5th grade. And I think my favorite thing about band, especially being drum major, is I get to hear the whole band, not just like the instrument I play or the people around me. I get to play, like I can hear all of them and how the show like really gets put together. And I think that's just something that not a lot of people get to experience, and I really wish just like, you know, more people could, because it's a really amazing feeling just to like hear the whole band.
Nick?
I think like this year, I'm able to conduct in the stands, and it's honestly just like the best experience like I've ever had. I've also been in band for 8 years since 5th grade, and it's just like just being there in front of all of the amazing performers, including Audrey, and it's just conducting for them. It's just really amazing.
Audrey?
Yeah, so I've been playing in band since the 6th grade. For me, I move around a lot, so band has kind of just been an instant family wherever I go, and band kids are just fun. Wherever you go, they're just like really easygoing, fun people, and just playing is something I love doing.
I had friends in band when I was in high school. Believe it or not, I did go to high school. I played football, and you know we always felt like we were the star of the show, and my band friends would always say, "Look, I know y'all are out there and people are cheering for you, but we have all the fun."
Yeah.
And I was just going to say,
If
take
you
the
could just
band
ride
out
the
of
band
that.
bus one time, you'd be a band student and not a football player.
Yeah.
Because we have all the fun. So,
bring
you know,
the
and
energy.
leading to that, Audrey, the last question.
Yeah.
You get it because you didn't start one. If we were going to get more students in band, what would you tell the elementary students and the 5th and 6th graders coming? Why should you be in band?
Probably because of the connections. I think music is something that is really relatable for a lot of people, especially like you can be inspired. A lot of the directors here are like really inspiring. So basically, if you want to be inspired and have fun, be a part of something bigger.
Jaden?
I would definitely tell the younger kids to just come and have fun. Like, I think one thing about band is that we have fun and we get to learn. Because believe it or not, a lot of people don't know how to read music. And reading music is something it's a whole nother game. But I would just tell them, let's come, let's have fun, let's try it out. Because a lot of people that try it, they like it, they stick with it. You see, I'm here, so I like it, and I tried it, I'm still with it.
Michaela?
Yeah, I definitely tell them to try it out, because a lot of people don't think band is like a lot of fun, but it really is. Like, it's a whole nother family. It's just, it brings you closer to a whole nother group of people, especially like for the younger kids going into high school and like middle school. It's scary, so I just feel like you can make those connections to those people and feel a lot better about moving up in grades.
Nicholas?
I would also say for them to try it. That's actually like how like I started band. My friend was like, "Yeah, I'm joining band," and I was like, "Sure, I'll join as well."
Right.
And then like 6th grade, he wasn't there, and I was like, "Man, I'll keep going." And it's just really fun because you get to have all these experiences. Like you have the football games, free pizza. I mean, and like you can also audition for like honor bands. All region, all state, solo and ensemble, and it's just there's so much.
Right,
with
give them the
band.
connections.
And
Because
the connections.
our directors know other directors, and
Yes.
they know other
Right.
people, and it's just a great
You
community.
can feel that when you guys just got in here to talk to each other. And how much fun but how much fun you guys had when you got to play together. So it's exciting because that's one thing we'd really like to do is get more students in band. It's like, why don't they? And you guys think, well, why doesn't everybody get in band?
Right.
But thank you guys for coming. Anything else you guys would like to say?
Join band. It's pretty cool.
Band is awesome now because Michaela wants to do more. So maybe before the season, if you all can pull it together, one nice
Challenge.
halftime show.
Oh,
Maybe.
directors together.
Sorry, band directors.
Well, yeah, even you know what? They could
Sorry.
even try to pull one off where they brought the middle school kids and put the
Oh,
middle
we do.
school.
We do that as well. We do bring the middle
But
school.
put
kids.
all 3 middle schools and all 3 high schools out there before a game.
Never
Woo,
know.
we're getting in trouble now, aren't
No,
we?
I know. I'm sorry. No,
You heard them right, folks.
That's right. But if you heard them
Ooh.
talking before the
That was
show,
Jaden's idea, not mine.
That's
I'll
right.
take credit for it. I'll take it.
They
That's a great
love
idea.
being together, and we love having you guys. We're excited, and no
you.
football game is a football
And-
game without band.
And I'll
right?
tell you guys this, I coached for 20 years, and the band was just something there. I was a head football coach, and it was just something. And then I took a job as an athletic director, head football coach at a school that did not have a band. And I don't know anything about band, and it's my weakness, but you know what? I missed them. I missed having the band. It was great when they played and we were on a drive or we did something good and the band was behind us. So you guys have a part in it. I'm just going to tell you, I give a big shout out to our band, so I'm excited you were here.
And we can't wait to watch you grow because of this. So 5th and 6th graders, you have some great leaders here.
Oh, yes.
That's it. Thank you, guys. And we're going to finish our podcast, but we'd love for you to stay tuned and just hang tight until we're done, okay?
All right,
Mr. Hime, fall break.
Fall break. Wow, they know that. we got to let them lead into fall break. But understand, next week is fall break. Last week on the podcast, we gave a rundown of how we end up taking a week for fall break, how it doesn't take away from our instructional days. And so it's a really good time. As you can tell, people really like taking the week. And taking short weeks, people are your lowest instructional week. So it's another reason why we take the full week.
And then last week, we had our income surveys go out to Impact Aid and income surveys, but Impact Aid is what we're really, really hoping for you guys to return. So Mr. Hime and I've had this back.
Mr. Hime's been very created confusion on it because surveys in there twice.
Right.
But yes, the Impact Aid surveys are out. Please go those back in. And if you do get an income survey in the mail, turn those in. Both of those where we get our money. We talk about it with our teachers and some of the things we try to do and supporting our bands, and we're trying to do a better job of supporting our bands. But we use the money we get from those to do that.
Absolutely. And then the one thing that we want to highlight from this past weekend.
Oh, wow, it was awesome.
Farm to table.
Yes.
What an explosion
We
in
had
that area.
students at the farmer's market selling eggs and vegetables from
Yes.
I believe, and it was awesome. I think they sold out of everything in like 20 minutes.
That's right.
But it's really exciting that we're moving that, and they're understanding we have chickens at 2 of our 3 schools. We've ordered a chicken coop for the 3rd school. So we'll have them at all of them, and they're all trying to grow vegetables. So very exciting for us to make that next step and sell those goods. And I forgot to say when we were talking, all 3 of our football teams won this weekend. A big weekend. So, we don't get a lot of those 3-0 weekends. So a big shout out to all of our football teams for a 3-0 weekend.
And then this week, for our MacArthur fans over there, it is their homecoming. And so we wish them well. You're going to have a great show.
You got to keep it going now.
That's
We got 2-0 and 1 homecoming. No, the band we know. Hey, I heard them talking about the show they're doing this week, and I can't wait to watch it.
That's it. Mr. Hime, what else would we like to share with our family?
We always
before
got to
we go?
share. If you got any questions or anybody you would like to get on the podcast, you can email us at info@lawtonps.org. Always go to our webpage, lawtonps.org, and you can get on there and see. We always talk about if you get on the webpage and you have trouble maneuvering it, email us. We'll try to fix it. It's one of the things we strive to do, but when there's so much on a webpage, you kind of try to put the things that are used the most that are one click, and then it just kind of goes down. And we're trying to find ways to get everything in one touch away, and AI and technology is about to make that happen.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in our next
Yeah,
podcast.
woo.
We won't be here next week, but for our fans and our viewers watching, I am going to put the link, or we'll add their band performance
Ooh,
with all
yes.
3 of them to this podcast so you can listen to the beautiful sounds from there. But we want to thank you all for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful fall break. Mr. Hime, it's time to rest, recharge, relax,
Yep.
and then get ready because we're going to have a busy rest of the
Hey,
semester.
I bet them will have to practice over fall break.
Probably, but that's okay. They make music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you all. Will you help me wish them well, be safe, make positive impacts, and a fabulous fall break, right?
Fabulous fall break.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.